Stadium.
Gotta keep our.
You know.
Their starters are talking about. She said she's built 12-1-5. Oh.
So September is hard for the good team. Wow. So they're just like, they're playing out the string. They know they're in. Like, hurry up and wait. The teams like the Mets, they're sweating. The guys are just kind of like killing it.
Good morning, it's 10 a.m. We're asking if you're able to please rise for the opening of prayer and pledge of allegiance. And before we begin this morning, yesterday we had a tragic event happen in Pennsylvania where 5 police officers were shot in the county of York. 3 of them are dead, who are in critical condition. We ask for a moment of silence for those officers. Thank you. Dear gracious and loving Father, on this mid-September morning, we gather to conduct the work before us. We pray for your wisdom and clarity to be good stewards in the roles you've placed for us. Lord, yesterday was the 238th birthday of the U.S. Constitution. This document established the U.S. government framework for American rights and freedoms. We pray for the leadership throughout each township, borough, city, and county. Provide your wisdom for sound and productive decisions that are your will. We pray for a balanced government that will uphold and honor our Constitution. And Father, we remember when our forefathers gathered in Philadelphia to draft the Constitution. Ben Franklin referenced Psalms 127:1. Unless the Lord builds the house, the labor in vain who will build it. Let us remember to have you as our foundation in everything we do. Lord, we pray for those that take our freedoms for granted. May they awaken with clarity the true freedoms we have under our care and guidance. Let them be observant to the millions in the world that want to come into our great land due to the oppression and lack of hope in their native land. And today we celebrate the 78th birthday of the Air Force. We thank you for those that protect our skies. Bless and protect the approximate 330,000 men and women who actively serve in the U.S. Air Force Department serves our country. Father, tomorrow we'll observe and honor and remember U.S. service members who were prisoners of war or who remain missing in action. There are more than 81,000 Americans that remain unaccounted for. We pray for those families that have ones that are missing. These Americans fought for the freedoms penned by our forefathers in the Constitution. And we ask your hand to be over our meeting this morning. May you guide our steps daily, and may your grace be upon us daily. These things we humbly pray in your name. Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, we'll convene our commissioners' public meeting and ask for approval of the minutes of the previous meeting.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Do we have any public comment on agenda items only at this time?
I will say I did not know that the Constitution was ratified in September.
Yes.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yep.
We know the Declaration.
Yeah.
I don't think did you know that?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. I believe it's
Those who have paid attention in history would know.
I did not know that.
Chris is much better read than Mark.
Meeting's overrated.
As he said to the room full of librarians.
I tell them all the time. I check out. When kids read, I check out DVDs. That's what I do. If it's a good book, they'll make it into a movie.
Sound like George Costanza.
All right, what were we doing? Public comment. Oh,
Anybody else for public comment? Okay, moving on to reports. Nikki.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Presented for your ratification are invoices due through September 24th, 2025 to be paid on September 17th, 2025 in the amount of $756,027.51, 74.79% out of the general fund, 10.96 out of other grants, and 14.25 out of RMS.
Okay, thank you. 2 weeks in a row, the lows totals are low.
They are. Hold on to next week.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Should have put some music in the background.
Okay, thank you. Informational highlights. Nikki. Maureen.
Good morning. I'd like to announce that we are seeking applications for projects that enhance water quality in Lycoming County to include in the county's DEP Countywide Action Plan grant application. This year, we anticipate applying for $500,000 in projects. Eligible applicants include municipalities, government entities, water and sewer authorities, nonprofit and community organizations, as well as educational institutions. Applications are due to us by September 30th. The application and additional information is available on our website at www.lyco.org/grant.
So you should reach out to our planning department.
Yes, and reach out to our planning department. My phone number is 570-329-4761. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, morning, Amy.
Good morning. You know the drill.
Thank you. Thank you.
I won't let that go.
I will read this.
There you go. That's all I care.
Let's put me to sleep.
There's also pictures in the pamphlet. I think that makes it better.
You know, you joke about that, but there's a study, Facebook post, if you don't put a picture, you don't read.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So good morning, commissioners and director. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm always so grateful to have a few minutes on the agenda to go over all the fantastic things that are going on in Lycoming County libraries. And as you know, I'm Amy Rush. I'm the system administrator for the Lycoming County Library System and the chief executive officer and director for the James B. Brown Library. And I want to begin, as I normally do, by thanking the commissioners for continuing to support Lycoming County Library System. This support allows us to provide library service to all the residents of our county. And this summer, our 6 locations hosted 329 programming, and that engaged 7,381 residents with free, enriching, and educational experiences. As you look at the brochure in front of you, you will see some individual data from each of the member libraries about how many programs and participants that they personally saw through their door in anywhere from 6 to 10 week period over the summer. You'll see the pictures of kids, teens, families, adults who enjoyed participating in these free summer programs to keep their minds sharp and their bodies active. This fall, even more amazing programs are on the way. The Hughesville Area Public Library is participating in the Pennsylvania Statewide STEM Ecosystem Initiative. And this is a collaborative program with the Pennsylvania Department of Education, making science, technology, engineering, and math more accessible for kids and teens, which, as we know, is so important. These programs will also highlight STEM career paths and engage participants in hands-on STEM activities. On Friday, October 24th, you are invited to join the James B. Brown Library at Wildwood Cemetery. There will be 2 one-hour tours to discover the rich history of those laid to rest from our community and learn about their lasting significance here. This program offers a unique and meaningful opportunity to connect with our local history. The Jersey Shore Public Library will be resuming their weekly family storytime program. They will be celebrating their 75th anniversary this fall. They are going to be having a library open house on October 25th from 11 to 4. I hope to see you there. I will also be in attendance to support them because they are going to be having a scavenger hunt, a basket raffle, a silent auction, and a fundraising dinner on November 15th. So they're very busy. The Dr. W.D. Conkle Memorial Library Children's Program coordinator will be leading a story and craft program at the annual Montoursville Fall Festival at in September at Indian Park. This community outreach opportunity is going to bring new families the opportunity to learn more about what libraries are offering now. The Montgomery Area Public Library will be hosting its annual basket raffle September 22nd through October 18th. They will also host a trick or treat at the library following the annual Montgomery Halloween Parade. Lastly, the upcoming autumn programs at the Muncie Public Library include adult crafting, Halloween Fest, tasty toddler apple creations. I swear they make these tongue twisters so that I slip up on them every time. And scheduled Pokemon and construction clubs. Backed by popular request, there will also be a food affairs program, which will share dishes and recipes from different cultures. And Muncie School District will be bringing by some first graders to have a tour so they can get a library card. I just love it. So thanks to your ongoing support of library service in Lycoming County, 100% of county residents have access to library service in their home municipality through our 3 outreach vehicles. These vehicles bring so much more than materials to these areas of the county. They also bring internet service with them. They also will allow those people in those areas to request items from the system headquarters building so they don't have to drive out of their municipality to get access to new and exciting things. Before I end today, I do want to mention Walter Cronkite said, "Whatever the cost of our libraries, the price is cheap compared to that of an ignorant nation." As we move into budget season this fall, you see, just as we do, that the county constituents support library service. They believe that libraries are the great equalizer, and we all do. The libraries in our system have saved our residents over $5 million already this year. We're only in September. Libraries are a public good. They serve all of us. They exist to make society and our community and our neighbors better. I ask you to restore funding to the Lycoming County Library System to the 2024 level in the 2026 budget. I know you believe in what we do too. So before I finish, I want to take a moment to thank all of the trustees and directors in attendance here today. So Diane Eck is the president of the Lycoming County Library System and a member of the Jersey Shore Public Library Board of Trustees. Christy Forsman is the vice president, and she is a member of the Hughesville Area Public Library Board as their president, so busy lady. John Confer is the chair of the James B. Brown Library Board. Charlene Brungard is the Jersey Shore Public Library Director. Linda Roller is a member of the Jersey Shore Public Library Board of Trustees. Robin Dedraccio is Assistant Director for the James B. Brown Library. Debbie Leonard is the President of the Jersey Shore Public Library Board of Trustees. Penny Johnson is the Hughesville Area Public Library Director. And Commissioner Mark Messina is a member of the Lycoming County Library System Board of Trustees. And I think we all know who that is.
Who hates to read?
So
Who hates to read?
that's okay. He checks out plenty of DVDs.
I read lots of short stuff. I'm working an article.
You do love the articles database of the James B. Brown Library. He's always in there looking up different articles, which is just another great resource that we have. Books are not for everyone, but everyone can find what they need. So before I wrap up today, I wanted to ask if any of the people here in support of libraries wanted to say a few words. Okay. Oh,
You come up to the podium.
Morning.
You volunteered.
Yes,
you did,
sir.
The irony is I write because I'm definitely afraid of speaking.
Sir, could you state your name?
Oh, yes. See,
Thank you.
My name is Blair Stewart. I'm a local author. I've written 10 books. Sorry about that. And I write articles every week. But,
I wrote a book too.
Oh, I don't
And
know.
that's one of the 8 that I read.
But anyway, whatever I can do or say in support of libraries. I would
They're the
absolutely-
funders of the libraries.
Yeah, I would back whatever. I would be remiss to not say something. I'm just not quite sure what to say. If that makes sense.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate your support too.
Well, before I wrap things up, do the commissioners have any questions for me?
No, I mean, I don't have any questions. As you know, I'm the commissioner on the board. And I'm in the library at least once a week, and we're so close to the James V, and so it's walking distance, but I'm there all the time. My kids growing up, I know I tell this story every time that Amy's here, but my ex is an avid reader and was a library, I don't know, addict might not be the right word. but
Aficionado,
yeah,
perhaps?
there you go. And because of that, my kids were in the libraries all the time. And that's where I learned of the other programs, where she rattled off how many programs. And there's still this image to a certain percentage of people that the library is this building where the doors open, you go in, if you find a book you like, you check it out. And that's what a library is. And our library system is so much more than that. I know our board, when we go to meetings, I think they like me less and less because I keep telling them money's getting tighter and tighter. We see it statewide, we see it federally, but we don't even see it statewide because we don't know what we're getting from the state because they can't pass a budget. And I've brought that dire news, and the people have responded, and they're looking into more and more fundraising in their local communities. And again, the challenge with that is we all know that there are, because of what libraries serve, they serve everyone. You know, I've been in there to give passport pictures. You know, there's lots of ways, but they serve more of the lower and mid socioeconomic people than the wealthy people. The wealthy people buy the books, they buy the DVD. They don't have as much need. They don't need internet access because so many of us have internet access. So it is that hard where the people that have the money to donate are sometimes the people least likely to use the library. Whereas the people who need the library, and there are people in our communities who need it, and they are the ones who can't contribute because that's why they need it. So it is that catch-22 of the financial situation that we're in. The more you look at the library, and the more you read the more you look at and read about our library system. It is incredible what they do with the resources they do and who they do it for. And we are certainly looking, you know, it is one of the great needs, and I don't need to talk too long because I know we have an agenda here, but you know, there are lots of things in government, you know, where government needs to run like a business because we need to pay for things, but there's things that it doesn't run like a business. And the best example is the prison system. The prison system is not a money maker. It is a money loser, but we need it for public safety. That's why we do it. So we look at other programs, you know, like Wise Options for Women and the YWCA. And there are so many community-based things that we know we are going to probably lose money on for what we spend out. Now, as Amy gave the stats, our citizens save money with it. So it's not like it's a short-term loss for a long-term gain. And again, what we brought to society educationally and all those other things. So it is hard. We're working, they're working. If anyone in the community, when it comes time to donate and to for the tax deductions and all those things, your local library, either your local library in your community or the library system in general, is a wonderful, wonderful place to donate. And if you have young children or grandchildren, there is no better place that you can take them than to the library, not just for the books and to expand their mind, but there are videos, there's music, but just the culture of being used to going into the library, and that is exponentially positive for any kids, let alone all the programs they have that my kids all went through. I'm off my soapbox.
Did you have anything to add?
I would just add that that was very well said, Commissioner Messina.
Thank you.
Which is why he is the member on the library.
There you go.
And I will add, that's the nicest thing he's ever said.
But I absolutely, I mean, one thing I want all the library supporters here today to understand is we do support the libraries 100% as commissioners. We will continue, as the three of us are on this board, we will always continue to support the libraries. There is a lot of value. I know you feel the budget restraints that we created by reducing from 24 to 25. I wish I could say we can automatically go back to the 2024. We're struggling again this year, putting our budget together, but we will support the libraries financially. To what extent, I can't promise right now, but we will either way.
It will be a partner. We just don't know to what level we can be that partner. As money's, things continue to go up. Just our utilities alone in the buildings. Ways we look to reduce cost. Our department heads and our elected officials are doing the best they can. Fortunate we have not raised taxes since 2015, which is a long period of time. But as costs continue to rise, we have so many agencies that come to us. They're great agencies throughout the county that we've cut back to nothing. Painful to do that. Hope that we can continue to fund organizations that do the great work of Lycoming County, such as the library. So we'll continue to do the best we can do.
I did jot these two things down while you're talking. You said you're going to have a presence at the Fall Festival in Toursville. That is this weekend.
Yes, the Conkle Library is going to have a presence there. Yep. And they're actually at the Senator Yaw's Senior Fest today, which is why no one from the library is here. Yeah, we're all very involved.
I went past that. That was Senator.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was Joe or Senator Yaw.
I think both of them. I think both of them are involved.
Okay. Because I was there before. The other thing, when you mentioned the tour of Wildwood Cemetery,
Yes.
I've taken a tour. I don't know if it's the same tour. There's some I don't want to say very famous people, but there are some historically significant people in Wildwood Cemetery. That is kind of, if you're a history person, that's kind of a neat event.
Yeah, normally.
So is it on Washington Boulevard?
Yeah, good point, John. There are.
Yeah, they typically highlight 8 to 10 prominent individuals. On the tour that I took, they showed James B. Brown's mausoleum. They also showed the gentleman from the Herdick House. So lots of really, really big names that you already know.
And there were some Civil War people that.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a whole area where Civil War.
It was
Oh, yeah.
a neat tour. It really was. It sounds like if that's not something up your alley, it might be way more interesting than you think.
We have a section that's all dedicated to individuals from Lycoming County that were in the Civil War that are buried there, and they have a service every year on World Day honoring those Civil War heroes.
It's a really lovely place.
And Amy, can you please tell the public a website where they can get more information on your events?
If you're ever interested in learning more about the library system, you can go to lclspa.org. And then from there, you can find all of the 6 member libraries. You can find information about the outreach vehicles and if they're going to be stopping near you. All of that stuff is in one place, so it's super easy to find.
Thank you.
They have every Sun Gazette ever on.
Yes, we do.
Mark, in case you didn't know, there's over 50,000 people that are buried in Wildwood Cemetery, and they're all dead.
John, it might take them a while to process that.
That's all right. It's gonna be a long meeting. You can think about it.
Thank you, commissioners. I
I'm done with
appreciate
that.
your time.
It's a sheriff.
That's your
Sheriff's
fault.
deputy.
John, feel free to attend weekly. Okay, thank you for each one of you being here. Appreciate your time and efforts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on, personnel actions. Mike.
We're taking it first.
In North Dakota, I mowed the lawn at the cemetery and then I got promoted to head mower. I had 50 people underneath me.
Commissioner Snyder out of Clinton County had shared one time, he was at a conference, and he said that his first job was at a cemetery, and he was over a lot of people at the age of 10. And one of the guys said, "Boy, that's what'd you do?" And he goes, "Well, I cut grass in the cemetery. It was over 200 people."
Your delivery was bad.
I'm just telling you what he said.
Everybody left, so it was like,
You cleared out the room.
It wasn't that good of a joke.
bum. Thank you. Hey, approve the following personnel actions as conditional offers of employment, subject to the successful completion of a background check. All other employment conditions outlined here in attachment A. On the pre-release center, Tamara Lorman, resident supervisor, union, full-time, 19.20 per hour, 80 hours per pay period. Anticipate start date, September 29th, 2025. And this next one, resource management, is actually a transfer from an equipment operator, Dustin Springman, truck driver / float driver, pay grade 6, full-time, $20.0124 per hour, 80 hours per pay period, effective date September 14th, 2025.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that, because the county at this time does have a hiring freeze through the end of the year, except for positions that have to do with public safety.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Motion to accept.
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, action items. Amy with us.
Is she on the phone?
Jamie,
Good morning.
good morning. Who do we have?
This is Tyler Dombrowski from CEDACOG. I've got Larissa Hassinger with me also. Jamie is on vacation this week.
Okay, thank you for joining us, and you're up for this action item.
Thank you. So Lycoming County is going through a public participation process starting back in April for the 2025 CDBG program. We concluded that process last week with the final public hearing and the allocations of projects, which I believe Jamie went over with everybody. So today's the final step in the process of having the board execute the resolution to go ahead and submit the application to DCD, have the board execute any documents necessary for the application submission, and certifying that the county's going through the proper procedures and whatnot for selection of the CDBG projects.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion to accept the resolution?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Then we have 5.2, 5.3, Kristen McLaughlin.
Hello, good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
All right.
Kristen.
Action item 5.2 is to approve a subrecipient agreement amendment number 5 with the Lycoming County Water and Sewer Authority. This is just to increase the scope area of the Schoolhouse Road Critical Loop project per the map that was attached to the agreement. There's no change in anything else on the agreement, including funds. Although the allocated funds are steady, and so there's no increase in that.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 And the next action item is to approve the subrecipient agreement amendment number 1 with STEP Inc. And this includes 2 items. One is that the amount is being decreased from $868,000 to $577,050. This is due to their reevaluation of the amount of funds that they needed and their expenditures to date and further budget. So an updated budget has been attached, and those funds have been reallocated to another project. And then the other part of this is to extend the termination date from December 31st, 2025 through September 30th, 2026.
Okay, thank you. Motion accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. All in favor, side?
Aye.
Thank you very much, Commissioners.
Thank you. Have a good day. Where am I?
The first time I have for you is 5.4 is what you put in amendments to the screen. Right cost. So they have some space located at the Lycoming complex. So it's about 540 square feet just to help them operation. So we're just doing those.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. All in favor, side?
Aye.
Next time I have for you 5.5, which is the subsequent monitoring agreement. The step rate for FNT funds is the medical assistance transportation funds is the amount of $1,475,500. We finally received the allocation amount for the 25-26 fiscal year. So this is just some recipients to allow us to pass through funds.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. All in favor, side?
Aye.
The next item, 5.6, is going to ratify the change order for All Baker for the emergency watershed protection project associated with -005. It's an amount of $22,165. This change order, as well as the next one, is all related to requirements to take credit on the project. So as they start to come on through the project, DEP came in, was overseeing that project, including the diversion in the watering. So that's the reason. It's 100% funded by MRCS.
Okay, that's what I was just gonna ask. Okay,
The money's for the town.
thank you. A motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. All in favor, side?
Aye.
But likewise for 5.7, this is the ratified people all bakers related to 12. That's the amount of $42,900.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, side?
Aye.
And 5.8, vote to approve the RACP grant application. This is for the performance building, $1 This is going to help with possibly offset our construction costs associated with this project.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, side?
Aye.
And the next item, 5.9, is vote to approve the RACP grant application on behalf of Technology with the science campus, the amount of $7 million. And I believe we do have some representation from the college here today.
Like to speak?
Sure, happy to.
Yeah, come on up. Thank you for being here. You just state your name for the record.
Kyle Smith with Penn College, working in College Relations Division, helping to secure funding for this project. This will construct a new building at our former E-Tech site, the property adjacent to 15, right as you turn into the Alamo Camp Lane. A massive building for our diesel technology programs that will allow us to modernize that program, provide educational space for our students, and also allow us to increase capacity in currently waitlisted programs, our power generation program, our diesel technology program, and our heavy equipment program. So the total project will increase capacity by about 60 students on that campus.
Okay, thank you. And, we've stated in the past, but we're so thankful to have, Penn College in our backyard. They do phenomenal work with the kids and we know that by their placement after graduation. We see how the employers gobble them up because they're such good students, the skills they've learned.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And the faculty at the Earth Science Center, assuming this project will be funded, really excited to have this facility. And I think it'll do a lot for that corridor and even for Penn College facility, having a larger footprint there, more visible to folks traveling.
Thank you.
The original building over there, so you're sold over there.
Oh, yeah, it's old.
Black, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
How can you know the science?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We also have David Burke here from STEP, from 5.5. Did you want to say anything about? I know we already talked about it,
Sorry, Dan, I didn't know you were talking.
No, that's okay. You want me up there?
but yeah, please. So we'll take let's vote on this for, Let's vote on this
We
first.
need a motion.
We motion, you already did that.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And we'll go back to 5.5 with Dan, and Dan will apologize for.
Oh, that's all, that's okay. I did such a great job and I can't doubt that. So, I just wanted to thank the commissioners again for their support, for accepting these sub-recipient step for operating medical assistance transportation program. I know we project to do about 27,000 trips this year, and this provides a much needed service to the community. So we look forward to continuing that operation for Lycoming County.
I also wanted to bring you up because congratulations are in order, are they not? What's that? Is that, it's not public?
Yeah.
Ah, then why not?
Probably because I talked to your nephew at the end.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. The congratulations are not, just pretend that didn't take place.
I'm wondering how we can help you. So.
My microphone is on.
No.
Yeah. No, I tell you.
It's the podium.
Yeah, but I checked it.
Thank you very much.
Wait, sorry.
I know,
Sorry.
I know what you're.
Wink.
Dan, while you're still there, yesterday at one of the meetings we both had, we talked about how important STEP is and they do for our community and especially what you do. And you've done it for over 40 years, which is incredible. And you're such an asset to not only STEP, but to the community and all your other activities you've done over the years. We want to thank you for that. But we talked about, how important transportation is, especially to the rural community. And I was just up to Love Center, sure, and they have their mobile unit, and now American Rescue Workers has one because just your basic necessities such as getting food. People that live out that don't have transportation, the stress and what they experience, like just I gotta go get food or I gotta go get a medical appointment, and they don't have transportation. You help provide those services that can take care of people's basic needs, and we thank you for that.
I mean, even people that live in don't have transportation.
Yes.
It's such a, I was just I grabbed like an hour of a seminar yesterday. They talked about all the different people from all the different socioeconomic aspects of life. And they talked about when you tell these people, you need to come in and have a meeting. And to so many of us, it's like this much inconvenient because we have a car, we have to get there, we're able-bodied, we're all these. But when you talk to people who aren't able-bodied or who don't have childcare or who don't have a car, that just the simple task of, you need to come and meet with me is an overwhelming part of their day. And so what you guys do is so beneficial in that aspect. So we thank you.
And I'll just say on my side, I've worked with them, I think, for years and the whole team, wonderful group of people, just professionally, but I've also got to see the personal side with my mother-in-law and with that assistance. Phenomenal people there.
You haven't worked with him for all his. You've been here a while. You haven't been here this long. Yeah.
But you think about it, that's 2 generations, Dan. You've assisted enough people, and that's something to be very proud of.
Well, thank
And he umpired for years and years and never missed a call, did you?
you. Except when you pick.
Okay. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Yep. Okay, so we approved 5.9 on 5.10.
5.10 is vote to approve the amendment to the agreement with Keystone Communications, this is specifically for Armstrong Power. It should to include the billable rate of $29 per month for competitive power.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
And the last item I have for you, 5.11, is vote to approve the amended engagement letter with attorney Page Hall. This is for them to provide legal representation for rates and other best assets for the interest of resources.
They've handled this transaction from the beginning with us. We felt that anything going forward should be answered, helped, assisted by them.
Yes, especially since it's unique.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Stacy, are you all with us on the phone?
Hi, I'm Samuel Miller from Lycoming Emergency Management Agency.
Morning, Sam.
Good morning. We are seeking the Commissioner's approval to update the County of Lycoming's emergency plan to include our revisions that incorporate the county's new Code Red emergency notification service.
Okay. Motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All fair side.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Okay, 5.13, Beth.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is a request for approval for the agreement with Biddle Consulting Group, which is the pre-employment critical testing for the telecommunicator position. In the amount of $3,448. This is actually our year split. It runs 25 to 26. So it says 26, but it's actually a 25 budgeted item.
Gonna say, because we haven't approved the 2026 budget.
It's not. It's a split year. Half of it this year, and we run September to September on it.
Got it. Okay. Thanks for clarifying that, because I was looking at that thinking, wait a minute, hey, there's a typo or something's going on. Okay, thank you. Motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All fair side?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Nikki.
Come back.
Morning.
For the amendment, the Wheelsock Township recipient preliminary agreement with the North Front Spring Stabilization and Stormwater Pond Project in the amount of $8,736. This is with CAP.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All fair side?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Nikki. And Emily. We have our two new people from the planning department with all the action items this week. So
Yeah, nice.
yeah, great. Thank you. Good morning.
This document is a new federal highway administration requirement. It outlines the contractually obligated tasks for each agency. Everything listed in the document is already being completed by each agency. Simply puts it into words what is already.
Okay, great. Thank you. A motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All fair side?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
And ladies, the next time you come, you don't have to bring Kelsey. She's not going to beat us up, or we're not going to beat you guys up. But you need her help.
But I see Amy just hovering in the back, and I wonder what she was. Is that what it is?
Both of them
You have the room covered from all angles.
and both of them have come over from our conservation district office. So they're very familiar with government and how to present things, and they do a great job. Did a great job over there.
You do a great
Now
job.
you're going to do a great job here, I'm sure. Thank you.
If you're hiring a bouncer for the door to crack some skulls, I'm not sure Amy's your first choice. She's not really the scary, violent type. That's just not her MO.
Okay, commissioner comments. I think you said enough.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else. I mean, well, actually, I do want to say that, like, for all the groups, there are so many groups. The library was here today, but there are so many that you touched on. We want to support. There are more worthy charities and causes out there to support than there's money to go around. And it is a heartbreaking sometimes part of our job to look at the requests of the money, and we know the monies are going to good causes, to good things, and that it's just not there. So we go through that with a fine tooth comb, and we really, really try to do the best we can. And it's one of the reasons that we're going through our local government
trying to eliminate waste and cut down on frivolous spending so we can support these programs throughout our community. But it is not just we're not being miserly, we're not, the rich grandfather who doesn't give out money at Christmas. It's like we're doing the best we can, and it's just a very challenging time. And you don't at any level of government, you look at the state, you look at the federal, it's just a challenging time.
Thank you.
Yeah, all I have is we have a great event tonight out at the farm. I believe it's being called Farmer to Table, which is going to show a lot of the activities we have going on out there, and a lot of the activities that we want to continue or to grow out there. I did hear a great ad on the radio coming in this morning for that event that does highlight we are the only county left in the state of Pennsylvania to own an operating farm. So it's exciting for us, and it's one of the things that the three of us have talked about to maintain within this county, really for an educational process as well. So that's the reason behind it. We had to clean some things up again, as we talk about finances and make it not a cost for the county, but at least a break even, which we've got it to that point. We got a great team of 5 farmers that are the committee operating the farm that came up with this idea to also showcase a farm. So I hope as many people that can hear me or anybody that listens to our meetings that you do try to attend, bring your children. I think it's an exciting thing for us to start a whole new world out there at the farm, to bring families, children together and having a learning experience, not just, we operate a farm where we kill cows once a year and feed inmates with the beef. I mean, we're trying to change that whole concept out there, and I think this is a great start to it. So please attend.
Do you know the address off?
I do not. It's out Warrensville Road in Loyalsock Township.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right by Lycoming.
I'm glad you mentioned
Behind
it.
the meadows.
Yes.
It's from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. There are 51 vendors out there tonight. The farm committee's done a great job bringing vendors in. It's an exciting time to learn about the farm, learn about agriculture throughout the county, and at the same time, see the transformation we're going to do with this farm over the next year as we improve the farm, improve the appearance of it, the people that will be coming in to grow crops, and the many avenues where we can educate not only the youth but the public on the only county-owned farm in the entire state.
I think, isn't it called County Farm Road?
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that? If you put in
Yeah.
your GPS, if you just put County Farm Road, it'll get you there. It should be a really neat event.
540? 542.
County Farm.
542 County Farm. Thank you. It'll be hard to miss. It's hard to miss. What are the hours? Is it
4 to 8.
4 to 8?
Yeah.
And not to criticize Web Legally, but their ad said 19 vendors, and Commissioner
51.
Metzger is correct. It's 51 vendors,
Yeah.
which is huge. It wasn't.
Yeah. And they made the correction yesterday. And,
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah, Web Weekly, they
Yesterday's,
did
yeah.
make
I
the
didn't read yesterday's yet.
Yeah. Cam told me, Cam Coons, who's one of the farm committee members, told me last night at the Conservation District meeting
Okay.
that they had made the correction. So
So yeah, so 51's a lot better to come visit than maybe 19 vendors.
Yeah.
So it should be a great evening.
And this update it's not going to rain again today, so it'll be
Right. It's not going to rain either.
And one of the things that'll be on display out there and is up for rental is our cattle shoot program. The cattle shoot will be on display there, so you can see how you can.
You can say that's to put tags on their ears, not to
it's
shoot the cattle in the
It's
air.
a shoot. It's not a shoot.
No. And,
So-
not only the tags, but also the getting the shots.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we heard last night of one farmer at the Conservation District meeting last night. We heard of one farmer that had a steer that was out of control, and he wasn't going to take any chances. So he rented it just for that one steer to get it done. So, because he didn't want to take any chances of getting hurt.
And it's things like that.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he sedated it.
Right.
That's because it was out of control.
But it's things like that too that we're trying to do different with that farm, is so we can buy that piece of equipment and rent it to the farmers. And
Right.
those farmers, our local farmers then don't have to all buy the same piece of equipment.
When
They can rent.
when you said it was the farm is beneficial educationally, it is. It's also we're trying to help the small farmer with things like that. So they
And the
to
drill,
cut down
and the drill,
expense.
the drill that we have that they can rent too, that helps turn the soil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have two of those for rent.
You can tell none of the three of us are farmers.
He's like the drill.
I know
What are we
my
drilling
My
for?
mind just went blank what we call it. I'll think about it as soon as we leave the room. But we've had that for several years, and that continues to increase in usage of rentals by different farmers.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's very expensive to own one of those on your own. It's a lot cheaper to come in and rent it for a period of time.
Wait till someone shows up tonight and says, "Hey, I want to rent the drill."
The drill.
They're like, "What are you talking?"
Again, but why we have a great committee of 5 farmers that obviously they understand the industry. They understand what their counterparts need to rent as opposed to buy. They're helping us through the process, obviously, and we'll have the right stuff for people to be able to utilize.
Okay. Any comments from the public? Morning, John.
Everybody done? Enjoyed the summer?
Good
morning.
It's still here. Been dry. Did you bring us some rain from Jersey Shore?
No. I hope it doesn't rain till Monday because we got a good car show down at Girl. Gonna be over 300 cars there.
Wow.
On Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. to about 8 p.m. There
Good.
are 4 or 5 car clubs participating in the Keystone Conservatives Corvette Club of Susquehanna County here, and also
Great. They're always fun to attend.
And John, isn't the Corvette show this weekend too? I know they moved that.
The 20th is
In Hughesville.
I have no idea where it's at. Was once.
Right.
Last year they held a picture box. It's had wasn't very good. This field was off for well.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
You're not going to make that one. All right. I'm going to try to make them both, John.
Is there any? It's not at the fairgrounds? Or is it not?
No, I forget where they did say it's
Okay.
It's located this year. I mean, I probably have it on my phone.
Okay, there's been well, there are one. I am assuming county computer system did get hacked by a ransomware.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, that's correct, John. Yeah.
What areas did they get into?
What happened was there was a hack, but everything that we had in place, once it was hacked, stopped it immediately from creating any further issues. And thank God we had all that stuff in place because it would have been a lot worse. We could have been in what happened down in Union County where I think they were shut down 10 or 11 days. But we were able to have the things in place that were supposed to worked. And what we've done in the future is we know how it took place, and our IT department is already have those measures in place to prevent something like that from happening in the future.
As far as county police goes, did they access any? Social security numbers. That's my main concern.
Chris or Mike, do you know anything about that?
That's our knowledge.
Nothing, I mean, they are still looking through some sets of data and stuff, but nothing that they can find. That
Right.
nature.
I'm sorry to ask this, but I should.
Right, right. And we've been very transparent about only.
No, I understand.
Right, right.
And John, my understanding is that because we followed everything we were supposed to follow with the ransom people,
Right.
that anything that they did get does not get disclosed. And they claim, which cracks me up, they claim that there's a integrity amongst the criminals.
The honor among thieves.
My dad, my late father used to say, that no matter whether you're poor. And the other one, which is so true, it says lots of way to keep honest people.
Correct.
Correct, that's true.
Mr. Swerman, not picking on you.
Nope.
Make some statements about public tax money. Possibly not allocated dollars. Could you please delineate that a little bit further, what would come to the conclusions, and maybe a dollar amount on what you think it is?
I wouldn't really have a set dollar amount that I could say, John, but what I think we have discovered here is there's different things like in the change orders that have happened in this county over the years. Projects that were never voted on, or changes that were never voted on that got paid. Things such as, I think you probably watch a lot of our meetings, Sean. So things like the other week when we found that our computer area, the IT department's got some storage, and I don't even know where it was, Clearfield, Pennsylvania, for years and years and years. No, I know, but it's
We just learned about that.
and we learn about, with us digging into things that nobody dug into before, we're finding these things. We found we're paying rent to store furniture. We have plenty of space in our own building to store furniture. So these are things that we have been finding that were never approved by previous commissioner boards that we're cleaning up. So I don't really have a full dollar amount, but there's things that we're stopping those payments. Why, I don't know that, unfortunately, I think the stuff that was paid was approved by somebody in the county, but never approved by the commissioners.
Right.
Places that budget situation. But there are 4 things that the public does not realize about budgets. Start out every year. First of all, you always have to have a fairly increased percentage increase on wages, an increase on benefits, medical, and then purchase. So every year you're starting out all X amount of dollars every year. Only just like with the school budget, about 70% went to wages, benefits. And the school district only had control to 25-30% of the budget that they could actually cut. And I would imagine that results.
Absolutely.
That's right.
That's what a lot of us, all around school district and everything. Well, where'd the money go from the cuts?
Right. Yeah, you're recouping with the cuts you make. You're just recouping what the new expenses are just in, right? Because the electric bills went up, the heating bills went up, the payroll went up. Yeah.
And Scott, I commend you for what you did, Marks, about what affects the state budget.
Excuse me?
I commend you for what you said about the state budget.
Yes.
Things that hurts everybody.
Mhm.
But when I was on the school board, we had a governor. We had no budget to long term. So this is not the first time down this road.
No.
And so it's not one.
No, it's from speaking to our reps. I've talked to one recently, and things don't look any better in Harrisburg. Still a stalemate. So it may go way past October. We're hoping not. But right now, both sides are not talking, so that's not a good thing.
No. And the other thing that affects this county. With budget impasse, loss of those funds are probably temporary. But bank and everything, other organizations, federal funding is cut. That has to happen. That should also.
Yeah, it is. I was just at for the Love Center. I've been up there several times. The work they do is amazing. They have about an $800,000 a year budget, and a lot of the funds come from, government. We were down at the American Rescue Workers seeing their mobile unit. Thank God that the local grocery stores and food chains are able to assist to some degree. And there's people in the area that this is very dear to their hearts. So their donations get these people through.
Federal budgets have.
Right. Yeah, it has. It has.
Talking about budget. That's the. A lot of farmers eat properly structured, so that's okay.
Thanks, John. Thanks for the comments. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay, John. You're 3 minutes are up. That's okay. It's all fun. So I have a friend that earlier in the year when the Mets swept the Yankees, I took their flag down and put a broom up there for the sweep. And we like to needle each other and have fun.
Let me tell you a story. One time with the Yankees, I was going home from my work, taking my wife one night. I was listening to the Yankees. And every time he said, up and away it goes. He did that one night. And there was a big pause, and all of a sudden, oh, I don't believe he caught that. I laughed my butt off.
He was a good announcer.
If the Mets get hot, Scott will be singing the praises of the manager, how he's the greatest guy in all of baseball.
Well, it's praise the players who did the work. Okay. Any others for the audience? Any public comment? Doing online?
Yes, from Mr. Thomas Adams. Good morning, Mr. Adams. Good morning, Lycoming County. Thank you, Commissioner Metzger, for reminding us of our founder's vision for our constitutional republic was rooted in America's godly Christian heritage and the Judeo-Christian ethic. I think we must encourage pressure to the state to reexamine sentencing guidelines for violent crime, especially crimes which violate the bodies of children and women. Too many people are not being held accountable for their heinous acts. Even corruption of morals is not being properly punished. I think because of the lax sentencing for these disgusting acts increases the discipline problems in our schools and streets. When people, especially our kids, feel unsafe because their perpetrator is not incarcerated for an appropriate time, suffering no real consequences, it erodes a positive attitude and is destructive in too many ways to communicate on this venue. I think most of us are able to comprehend my point and the myriad of problems this produces. To aid in the mental health of our children and to promote safety in our schools and society, the guidelines must be restructured. Thank you for your dedication to our country. God bless Lycoming County. God bless America.
And I'll just add that please keep these officers and their families in your thoughts and prayers. That happened down yesterday in New York. It's a horrific event. It can happen anywhere. Our sheriffs serve hundreds and hundreds of PFAs a year. One of the most dangerous things you can do. I believe that traffic stops for officers are the two highest rates of fatalities. So we just pray for our law enforcement that you'll keep them safe. And it's a very dangerous job. So just keep those families in your thoughts. I assume there was 13, wasn't it?
Nope.
No. Yeah, there was 12.
Who didn't sign?
Yeah.
New York didn't sign.
Not initially.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. It was in that movie. Yeah.
Right, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know why they didn't sign?
Yeah.
It's a bad decision. But
Go back and forth. Yeah.
I did not know that either.